good evening to all dear participants, RFI members, dignitaries. I am Nikita Khandelwal. I heartily welcome you all on behalf of Research Foundation of India. And it's 5th of October and 4th day of our FDP program. The topic of this FDP program is practical aspect of ICT tools and online teaching in current scenario. And the topic for our today's session is preparation of e-certificates. For this, our today's subject expert, Dr. Sameer Dubey sir, is here with us all. But before we start our session, I would like to throw some lights on our guest speaker's achievement journey. Dr. Dubey sir is a postgraduate in Commerce and Management from Devi Ahilya Vishwavidyalaya, Indore, Madhya Pradesh. Sir is having 19 years of academic experience. Sir has worked for Vardhaman Politics Limited, Ludhiana, Indore Institute of Management and Research, IPS Academy, and Acropolis Institute of Indore. At present, Sir is working with Prestige Institute of Management and Research, Indore. Sir is having more than 20 national and international publications in research journals and conference proceedings. He has a case study published by European Case Clearinghouse to his credit. Sir has also co-authored a book named Banking Law and Practice in India. Sir is an active member of Madhya Pradesh Economic Association and Research Foundation of India. Sir has been training faculties for managing virtual classes and preparation of video lectures. He has been an expert on basics of research methodology for UGC, HRDC, Government of India. So overall, Sir is a very tremendous personality, and he is here to guide all of us. Sir, we heartily welcome you. Please hold the stage. Now the platform is yours.
Thank you so much, Nikita ma'am. I believe I am audible to everyone.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir, you
Yes,
are
sir.
completely audible.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So I am thankful to Nikita ma'am for such an introduction. But definitely, I still feel myself as a student, and that is the thing where I believe that we all should be, and this is only how we can further develop ourselves and grow through our professional career. So thank you so much. Now I believe that we should start off with our presentation for today. So rather than having the presentation form, I have kept it a little bit practical. So, well, let us start off with this. So, practical aspects of ICT tools and online teaching in current scenario. And today we shall be discussing about preparation of e-certificates or how certificates can be issued. Okay. Just for the sake of saving a little bit of data, I believe that I shall be permitted to, if I can please switch off my camera. Will that be okay?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir, no
Yes.
issue.
Thank you so much. Audio is very low. I believe that whether the audio is really low or you can hear me easily.
Yes, sir, it's audible.
It's audible. Okay, thank you so much. So now let us start up with preparation of e-certificates. What happens generally is it happens with all of us. We all are educational institutions, and even if we used to arrange these kind of programs, one of them is the one in which we are, all are participating. So we used to participate in this program as well. We used to organize different programs at our institutions. We used to issue certificates and all other things. At times it is not easily possible for all of us to issue physical certificates in physical form to either to our participants or even to the people who have either got certain positions also. So definitely physical barriers are also there. You have to get all the certificates printed, then get them signatured and then or signed, and then you have to send them to the participants. But it is an easy task. It is an easy way to produce an e-certificate. E-certificate can easily be produced. It hardly requires any cost, and the thing is, it can easily be distributed as well. So now we do have different options when we can issue different certificates. The very first thing which we are going to discuss today is when we have a well planned program or real well planned function. So what happens in case we are having a well planned function, well planned all these things? So we can plan the uh, generation of certification in advance as well. In case we can plan it in advance, in that case what happens is you can what happens generally, we get feedback from the students, or either from students or from the participants or so. So what we can do is we can plan the certificate, the generation of certificate in very advance. And how to plan this certificate in advance, that I'm going to discuss right now. The very first discussion that we are having will be on this one. So when we are having when we are having each and everything properly planned, in that case what we need to do is we have to or we make a feedback form. So while making a feedback form only, what we can do is we can design the certificate. Okay. Today we shall be discussing three different tools to design the certificate. The first tool would be, in case we are having some advanced planning to issue the certificate. In case we have already planned, so we'll make a feedback form as well, and on the feedback form we shall issue the certificate. For this, there is a tool which is known as Certify. The complete name is Certify Them, but in short form we used to call it Certify M. So this is an add-on. This is an add-on in the Google. So what we need to do is, first you need to prepare a form, Google form or a feedback form. So here it is. Let us prepare a feedback form. Just a second. So first let us prepare a feedback form. How a feedback form can look like. So you need to log into forms.google.com, or you can go for Google Forms. The uh, switching on to Google Form is really very easy. Here it is. I believe you all people can see these Google apps, 9 dots, and then from here you can search for Google Forms. Here it is. You need to search for Google Forms. Here I believe you people can see this. This is here. It is Google Forms. So either you can go from here, the Google Forms. You just need to click over here, and you will be redirected to Google Forms website. I believe now you people can see this Google Form.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. So what happens is we come over here. Now since I already have some forms designed over here, let us design a new form for our purpose. So this is a form which I was earlier designing for the purpose of feedback only, for this session only. So here is the form, or you can start off with the blank form as well. I believe you people can see over here. Here it is, a blank form format is over here. A contact information is there. RSVP is there, party invite and t-shirt design, t-shirt sign up, and there are a lot of different templates available specifically for the forms. But why we require form is only for the purpose of feedbacks. That's why I'm preparing, or I'm taking a blank form over here. So here it is. I have taken a blank form. Now what happens is I need to write down the title over here. So first let me write down the title. It is e-certificate generation. So I haven't removed it all. Just a second. So this is e-certificate generation session. Let us make a form in this name. Now what happens is, once you are making this form, you have given the title over here, and you just need to click on the title or the file name over here on the left top corner. Once you just clicked over here, the very same title will be reflected here as well, or will be copied automatically. Here it is. I believe you can see this e-certificate generation session has already been generated, or this the name of file has also been generated over here. Now what we need to do is we need to go to the add-ons so that we can add the certificate generation tool over here. Here on the right, in the top right corner, I believe you can see these three dots. So we need to go to the Google Suites option, and from there we will subscribe to the certificate generation tool. Here it is. Once you click on it, you will get different options over here, in which we shall be selecting this get an add-on. So get add-ons. Let us click on get add-ons, and you will find here are different add-ons available. Merging data into slides, then form builder plus, then mail merge, and there are lots of certifications. There are lots of different add-ons are available over here. The add-on which we require for our purpose is Certify M. Here I believe you can see this Certify M, the first one. You have to write it in this form only. Either you have to write it down, or you can just select it from over here. So once you select Certify M, it will automatically reflect you to Certify M. Here it is Certify M. I believe everybody can see this Certify M. Here it is.
Yes, sir.
Now you can see one more thing is that here on the top corner of this Certify M logo, you will find that here installed has been written. Only why? Because I have already got it installed. It was already in my system. I have already logged in to Certify M earlier as well. But what you need to do is you need to click on Certify M. Once you click on Certify M, here for me it is showing uninstall, but for you it will show install over here. Once you install Certify M, it will ask you for certain permissions. So those permissions definitely we need to give. Once you have given all those permissions, it will automatically get started for your login ID. Okay. So for me, it is already over here. Once it has been installed, you can see an add-on button over here, and while clicking in on this add-on button, you will automatically come to know how many add-ons are over there in your account. So I have three different add-ons over here, in which for this purpose we shall be using this Certify M. So here it is Certify M. So now Certify M, it is this Certify M, it is not working. Just a second, let me try for it once again. It's not working. Okay, let us do one thing. Let me close it over here. I do not know why it is not functioning. Otherwise it used to function, but it's not functioning. Let us do one thing. Let me uninstall this and install it once again. It would be easier. So here it is, Certify M, and since it is not properly working, I hereby uninstall the app. So it is uninstalled from here, and let me install it once again so that you people will also be able to see how we actually install it. So here it is. Now it has been converted into install, and let me install it now. So get ready to install. Certify needs permission, so we will have to give certain permissions. I have continued it, and I believe, can you see how many that it is asking for some certifications? You cannot see. Now I believe you can see that it is asking choose an account to continue to Certify M. So I am choosing this account, sameerdube@gmail.com, and these are the permissions that we need to give to Certify M. So it will require your access to Google Drives. It will require access to Google Slides. It will see all your Google Sheets or spreadsheets, and see and edit, create and delete all your Google Sheet spreadsheets. And also there are lots of definitely, although by reading all these things, I believe that you will be finding that there could be some risk. But as a statement given by Google in the US courts, that although we do have access to all the data of our users, but we do not interfere with the data, we do not see the data. So by believing their words, by believing their words, what we need to do is you can skip reading all these things, and what you need to do is you just have to allow the Certify-M so that it can change, or it can get you install, or it can just be installed. So here it is installed. Can you see that it is installed? I believe not. Anybody? Can you see that it is that Certify-M has been installed?
No, sir.
No, sir, the
No,
screen
the
is not
screen is
visible.
Screen is
Your screen is
visible.
not
screen is
visible.
not visible, sir.
Okay,
Screen is
okay.
not visible.
Okay, okay. Let me see what I can do. Screen is not visible, but just a second. Let me show you how I can see. I can show it to you. Uh, Let me show you. Let me share you this window. Now I believe it is visible to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
Certify-M
It's
has been
visible.
installed. This is how it is installed. Once I have given all the permissions, now it has been installed, and this kind of message you will see. Once you have clicked on done, now you will once again see here it is uninstall has been written. So it has already been installed. Okay. Now we can close it over here. We can close it down, and you will see Certify-M has been added over here. Here it is Certify-M. Here it is. So this is the login for Certify-M. Now what you can do is you can ask Certify-M to show control, issue certificates manually, plan and payment, uh, about Certify-M, and help. So plan and payment is for higher version of the Certify-M. This is what we can do, because what happens is the version which I have installed on my system, it is a basic version, and I believe earlier the number of certificates that a single that can be issued from a single ID, earlier it was 100. I do not know how much it is right now. I believe it would be somewhere around 50, 60 or so, because every time what happens is they used to cut down the number of free certificates. Earlier it was 100, and during COVID, actually this was endless. You can issue n number of certificates. But after COVID-19, once that lockdown period is over, they have reduced the number to 100. They restricted the number to 100, and I believe that once again they have reduced the numbers. So let us see. First, what you need to do is you need to click on show controls. Once you clicked on show control, I believe you can see these Certify-M controls are have been generated over here. So this is a Certify-M menu over here. All these controls are here. Okay. So what happens now is, here it is a quota, 60 emails remaining. So what you can do is you can do 60 emails in a single day from single ID. From my ID, I can issue 60 certificates in a day. But what happens? There is another facility, I believe, that the people who are having their account, or the people, or in the organizations who are having Google as their host for their website, they used to give certain facilities to the users. If you are logging in from your institutional ID on the Google, in that case there may be this quota might be higher, might be 100 or more than 100 as well. Earlier it was 1500, but I believe it would increase up to, it will increase up to somewhere 100 or so. So here you can see daily email quota. Your email quota reset approximately every 24 hours. This maximum number of emails you can send your per day depends on your Google account type and Certify-M plan. For more information, please see here. So once again, you can or the institution can have a Certify-M uh, login as well. You can purchase Certify-M as well. You can have different plans over there that we can anytime purchase. We don't have any problem in that. So now what happens is, what we need to do is we have to integrate this Certify-M with our Google form. So what happens? Once again, what we require over here is we need to first, here you can see automatic certification is off. Here it is, here you can see it is written automatic certification is off. So what you need to do is first you need to turn it on. It will take a little, say hardly 10-15 seconds, and it will start. It will automatically turn on. So at present it is turned on. You have to turn it on. Here it is. Now it is linked. What you need to do is you need to link to the form. So click on the link to form and it will give you the form with which it has been linked. Now what happens when it is linked to the form? This form has been generated, but this is not for the purpose of amendment. What you need to do is you have to you can just fill up the form, but we are not using it for this form. We are using it for our form only. So here we are over here once again. So what you can see over here is linked to the form. Then you can turn off the certificate as well. Certificate records. This records will show you a complete record in the form of Google Sheet, where you will find different records, all the records that we are going to use in the certificate. Then passing percentage has been written over here. This is for the purpose in case you are apart in the form. What you are doing is you might be adding some questions or so. I believe you can see here it is the full name is over here. Then other identifier is over here. What color is the sky? So this can be one of the questions. This question maybe that can be any of the questions you could have written. You could have changed it to like whether you are satisfied with the presentation or not, whether how was the expert. In this case, in the case you are having a certificate for some kind of FDP, some kind of session or so. So you can amend the question accordingly. But these are the basic questions. These basic questions will always be there. One thing I believe that you would have seen after turning the automatic certification on. Earlier, this email was not written over here, but now this email is written over here. Why it is written over here is in the default setting of CertifyM, you have to collect email address automatically. So this will collect email address automatically over here. Okay. So this form is collecting email address. Now, so this passing percentage is over here. If you have certain questions over here, if you have certain questions, because what happens, this CertifyM will work only when this form is in the form of a quiz. So we have to go to settings and here it is. This change has already been done. I have not made these changes over here, but these changes have already been done as I have turned the CertifyM on. So these changes have been done. You can see that this is already, it has been made a quiz. If it won't have, you have to complete a quiz. This is how it will work. Then release the marks immediately after each submission. Later after manual review, that also can be done, but you can click on the immediately after the submission. Then respondent settings would be there. Missed questions, we do not need missed questions in case you are making a certificate for some kind of session, some kind of workshop, some kind of FDP. In that case, these missing questions you do not require, correct answers you do not require, point values you do not require, you do not require anything. Then global quiz defaults. So default question point value, this is 0 point, this let it remain 0 point. Otherwise what you can do is you can keep all these things on. You can keep on this missed questions, correct answers and point values if you are generating a certificate for the purpose of some examination. Okay, here it is. So this will definitely, the respondent will be able to see that how was his or her performance. Now once again here, let us come to responses. What over here you will get is collect email address. Okay, so responder input, rather than responder input, what you need to do is you can write down, you can take a verified email ID as well. In this case, Google will verify the email ID, and if not, then you can have the responder input as well. But in case of responder input, if the email ID is incorrect, definitely nothing will happen. Otherwise, you can get a verified email ID as well. So you can have a verified email ID, then send responders a copy of their responses. These all are, I believe, these are actually details for Google Forms, which exactly is not the part of CertifyM, but you have to make necessary changes over here. So when requested or always that you can give, the respondent will be able to understand what he or she would have, what he or she has submitted. Allow response editing, that you can also allow depending upon what exactly your requirement is. You can limit to one response. Either you can limit it to one response or you can leave this as well. But in case you are leaving it, in that case, a single person can fill more than one forms, and he or she will be issued more than one certificates. So it would be, I suggest personally, but definitely depending upon how you are using it, you can switch it on as well. So it will be limited to one response. Let us get back to the presentation now. In the very next option, the next option is presentation. So let us go to presentation. So here it is, presentation. Show progress bar while filling up the form, whether the student or the respondent will be able to see whether what progress he or she would have made, she has made. I do not feel that it is required for our purpose, but for examination purpose, definitely you will have to mark it, or you will have to put it on. Then the shuffle question orders are not. That is once again for the examination. If you are not, if you are preparing certificate for the purpose of a workshop or a session or FDP or so, in that case, this is once again not required. But definitely, I will suggest it if you are taking an examination as well, so that the person sitting next to one and then next to one another, those they will not be able to copy the answers, because in that case the questions will be shuffled. Okay, so whether you have to give a confirmation as message or not. So let us give a confirmation message. Here I am editing. Thank you for your submission. What you can write down over here is, now this is what you need is, you can write down anything over here. You have written thank you for submission. So you have some other message as well. Apart from other message, what you can do is, you can clear over here. You can click it over here. Oh, sorry. Here it is. If you passed, you will receive a printable certificate shortly. This is a default message which is being given by Google Forms. You can wipe it and you can write down your own response, whatever response you want to say. Suppose you want to write down congratulations, you have won a prize of 10,000 rupees. So you can write it down over. Alternatively, what you can do is, you can give, suppose what happens is, if somebody has filled up the form, now you want the other person to join a WhatsApp group. So you can write down in confirmation message as well, you can write down, you can give the WhatsApp message link over here. It will go automatically to the respondent's email ID, and from there, from the mail, the respondent will be able to join the WhatsApp group that you can see. So what you need to do is, you can say whatever has been written. I have not written anything over here, or we can just write congratulations over here. Congratulations for uh, participation. This is what we can write down, because we are preparing it for for a session, for a workshop or so. So our certificate is for certificate generation session. So congratulations for participation, that we have written. Now show link to submit other responses as well. Or since we have already made it limited for one submission of one response, hence this will not be opened. This is blocked by default. Then view the result summary. So you can alter, if you make it, or if you allow, the respondent will be able to see the result summary, what results have been given by others, what others have given. So if somebody wants to see, if you want your respondent to see the results of others as well, you can just allow the respondent from here. Then there are restrictions. Disable auto save for all respondents. Whether we should disable or enable. If you put it on, definitely auto save will be disabled, so everybody will have to save it. And or alternatively, you can put off the disable, like we have not used it. So let us disable, let us do not disable it. Let it go for auto save. So this was something about the presentation. Then let us go to the defaults. Then there are certain form defaults. What form defaults are over there? Whatever default you will select over here. These defaults will be applied to all the forms which will be generated out of this email ID. Okay, so that's why I'm not doing anything over here. It is collect email address by default. So it is responder input has been written over here. You can make it verified, as I have already told you. So I'm not changing anything over here. The question defaults are over here. So this will be something about make questions required by default. You know, you need not to make it required by default. You can all those questions which are required, you can make them required. Otherwise, let the questions be in their own way, however they are. So in whatever way they are. So this is the form which we have to. These are the settings which we need to give. Okay, which we need to get. So now here over here, now here you can see the responses over here, link to sheets that you need to link. You need to generate a separate sheet for this. Here you can see accepting responses. So put it on until you are accepting the response. Once you have stopped, once you feel that now you do not require any more responses, you just put it on, put it off, sorry. So no more responses will be, no more person will be able to access the link or access the link, but the responses will not be submitted. So at present we are just preparing the form, hence we are accepting the responses. Now once again get back to the questions. Email over here, valid email address, you have to somebody has to write down their email address. This form is collecting email addresses. Then the full name will be over here. One will write the full name. Other identifier, one has to write down an other identifier. This other identifier can be anything. It can be name of your college or so. So it can be name of the institution, name of the college, name of the place. That can be other identifier. What color is the sky? If you since we have made it a quiz, so it will require certain things. What it will require, it is first it will require multiple choice. So rather than what color is the sky, let me give you response, or not response, feedback for the presenter. This you can draw, or for the, yeah, presenter would be better word, presenter. Okay, now what you have to do is you just have to write down over here, write down very good. You can write down good, you can write down bad or average. Good, you can write down average. You have to be a little bit cautious while doing this, because once you start pressing the this backspace, it will wipe out each and everything until and unless you stop the backspace button, as you have already seen. So very good, good and average. Or you can put another option, you can if you want. Alternately, we just put an enter and you will automatically get another. This option 4 can be there. It can be, you can use a bad one as well. Now answer key, since it is 0 point, what you have to do is answer key. So answer key, all are good answers. All answers are correct. So you have to give the answer feedback. All answers are correct. Whatever answers, because this is only a feedback sheet. This will only be feedback question or feedback form. If it is not a feedback form, in that case, definitely we'll have to, what we need to do is we need to give points. Here the points are over there. So you have to write down, you have to give the correct option, and the correct option, then the points will be over here. How much points will be awarded for each correct question. And I believe you can see here in settings, you remember that here are these three different types of questions, three different types of options are over here: missed questions, correct answers, and point values. So you have to write down these three things if you want it actually to be a examination questionnaire or examination certification in that case. So here it is. Now I believe it is completed. So you can click on done, and this is how we have completed it. Okay. So the full name is over here now. Now what we need to do is we need to make the certificate. So here it is. Then template. What happens is you can use the template. You can change the template as well. In case you are, you can use the template which are already being made by Certify-M, or you can design your own template. Once I have clicked on change template, it will automatically show you different templates. Here it is. You can see different templates are over there. So you can choose any one template out of these. Alternatively, what you can do is you can choose a blank template and you can make your own certificate. So whatever, depending upon what type of certificate you are planning, if you have your own design, definitely I feel that you should go for your own design certificate. If you don't have your own certificate, you don't have your own design, in that case you can use this certificate as well. Okay, so any of them, any of the certificate, you can select any of the certificate and you will be able to get the certificate. What actually require is you need to be clear about what kind of certificate you are generating. So the text has to be modified according to your requirement. Okay, so let us take this first one itself, the first certificate. What then you have to do is save changes. You have to click on the save changes. Here I have clicked on save changes. So saving changes, a personal copy of the template will be saved to your Google Drive. So this will be saved to it. Now your certificate template will open shortly. If does not, click here to open. I believe you can see the certificate template is open now. Everybody can see, I believe. The
Yes,
certificate
sir.
template is open now. Okay. So here is the certificate template. Now what we have to do is certificate template is over here. You can see that there are some standards over here. Certain things have already been written in a specified way, in a specific format. Here you can see these certificates declare that this full name has been written over here and it has been written under this curly braces. So what happens is you have to use it. If you are using the very same template, in that case you have to keep it as it is. You do not need to change anything. What exactly required is you only have to have these kind of things or these questions in your Google form. So in our Google form, we do have a question named full name. We do have a question named other identifier. We do not have a question named title, but we can have it. We do not have a question named date, but what will happen? Date will automatically be generated. Now, what other different things are there that you can use with this template? Either with this template, if you do not want this template, you can generate your own certificate. And once again, what we need to do, once you have generated your own certificate, your own design, you have to write down these things and in this format only. So this format, full name and these curly braces, it has to be in this format. Other identifier, it has to be in this format only. So all these things have to be in this format. It has to be it has both the sides. It must have this, it must have this curly braces. Title is not over there. Once again, I believe you can see with passing score of percent. This actually we do not require. So that's why I'm deleting this. Otherwise, if it is an examination certificate, in that case, the passing score will automatically be taken over here. Don't worry. It will automatically fetch the passing percentage from the form. So you just need to use this percent over here. But now once again, there is a question. What other things as well? Whether there are some other things which you can use with this certificate. For my purpose, for our purpose, I am deleting this passing score of percent. Okay. And this certificate ID, it will automatically generate a certificate ID. So this certificate, let this certificate ID come a little bit over here so that it is in uh, here. It is in symmetry with the date. Okay. So here is the certificate which we need. But title is over there. Yes. Certificate, the certificate declares that this or other identifier has completed this title. So you have to write down this title as a, or you have to write down some title over here. If it is for the purpose of providing certain title, or if somebody has cleared some certification exam, let the student or let the participant or respondent be a fellow member, or has completed the fellowship, or has completed the articleship, or these kind of things we need to write down over here. So this certificate declares that Mr. So and so, other identifier can be a place of or the name of the college or whatever it can be, has completed his fellowship or articleship or whatever, or internship, or whatever you want to write it over here. Now once again, I would like you all to know what exactly are these things, what exactly are these standards, and how many more you can use. So let us go to certify m. Here it is, certify m. This is the certify m website, certifym.com. You can go to the website and you will find here, you will find on instructions. Let us go to the instructions and you will find in point number 7, you will find what exactly are the merge tags. We call it merge tag. So these are the merge tags that you can use while making a certificate. These are the merge tags. So full name, you have to use a full name. You can use an email. Email will be used. Title will be used. Okay, the title could be a doctor, could be a title. So we have not used the title as of now in our Google form. We have to use it. Let me make a question in the name of title. So here it is. I have made a question over here in the name of title. What you need to do is you have to keep the headings intact, very much similar as the one we are using in our certificate. So I have, since I believe you can see here it is, you can see the first word. Generally we write down the first word as capital, but here since the first word is in small, that's why I have also kept it in small only. So title would be over here. Now once again, title, you can have this as a multiple choice question. You can have a drop down box or so. So let us have a drop down box for this and let there be the option. Let option be the professor. The option can be doctor. Option can be Mr. Option can be Miss or Mrs. whatever it is. So this is how we can make it required question, because this will definitely be required for our purpose. Now Google form used to give you a facility to drag the questions. I am hereby dragging the question and putting it before full name. So here now the symmetry is over, and now the chronology is there. Title, you have to write down first the title, then you have to write down the full name, make the full name required question as well, so that one person can write down his or her full name over here. Then other identifier. So let us do not use this other identifier because it will actually not be very much required, but let other identifier be the place. Okay, so here it is, you can write down place over here, place. Okay, so let us use place. Let it be a short answer. Let it be an let it be required. Okay, answer key will once again be 0 points, because although since it is mandatory to make it a quiz, we have made it a quiz, but ultimately we do not actually require points for this question. And this is the feedback that we have already made it. Let us make it required question as well. So now this is the now this our this form for the purpose of generation of certificate is ready. What we need to the not what further we require is certificate records passing. Let passing be 0%. Okay, because we it is not actually for passing certain examination. So you can make it, and you can make it 0%. You can, here is different options are over there. So you can make it from 0% to 100%, whatever you want, you can make it. Email me a sample. At present we are not mailing a sample. 59 emails remaining. Then advanced, go to the advanced option and you will find that certain advanced options are over there. Your response has been recorded, so thank you for participation. You can write it down. Thank you for your participation in the session. This is, you can write it over here. Allow CC via other identifier field. So we do not actually require this. Email options are over there. Name of the sender. So what you need to write down over here is you once again need to make this curly braces. Write down full name. So full name will be written over here. Subject of email. Subject of email will be like a certificate for attending the session. So here it is. Contents of the body, you can write it. You can write down your content over here. Dear And you can write down once again, if you want to use full name over here, you can use full name once again over here as well. Okay, so dear, I'm only using this is your participant. Thank you. Or you can write down, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let us write down anything, whatever certificate you want to, whatever message you want your subscriber to, your subscriber, you can, or the your participant. What happens? Let me correct it over here. Here it is. So now certificate BCC, we do not require certificate email on attempt. Participant failed. In that case, we do not require a certificate. We do not require a mail. Or if you want the participant to know, in that case also send mail on attempt. If somebody has attempted and failed, in that case also the certificate will be sent to him or her. Then send us, either you want to send the certificate as PDF or as image. So let us send it as if it is a PDF, or you can use an image as well. Let us use the image. Then share via email. Definitely we have to share, we need to share either through mail or through Google Drive. So we shall be sharing it through email. Then time zone will be the Indian time zone. Date will be automatic. Let it be there. Certificate file name. So let certificate file name will be certificate. Okay, and now save the changes. Here once again we have saved the changes. Here it is. Now what we need to do is, let us go back to the template once again. Sorry, where is here it is the template. What we have changed over here is, in case of other identifier we have written place. So you have to write down place over here as well. Otherwise it will not match. So place in the very same way, in which way, in the way you have written it in your questionnaire. So we have written place over here. Okay, full name, place, then title will be here, or title we have written title. So let me do one thing. Let me just, because we have used the title either doctor or either doctor or professor or so. So let us use the title over here. Let us keep it over here. You can change the certificate, you can amend the certificate in the way you want it. So here has completed. Now what we need to write down over here is whatever the participant has completed. So you have completed or has participated. So you can write down participated over here. Has participated in session on certificate generation through, or on e-certificate generation. Let it be e-certificate generation. Let it be there. Now you can have it, means you can have this like this, you can have it like this. So let me have this, and let us make it a little bit broader. E-certificate generation, this, yeah, I believe this you can change accordingly. So you can change it here. The changes are readily available. You can make whatever changes you want. Just give it some space, change, or whatever matter, whatever you want, you can make this matter over here. E-certificate generation, then just rather than this full stop will not be here. So what you need to do is, if you want to make it like whatever type of changes you want, this e-certificate generation, you want to change this here font. So you can change the font as well. E-certificate generation, you want to change the color as well, highlight color, or whatever changes you want to do. I'm not doing a lot of changes on cosmetic changes. I am not making a lot. So you can do the cosmetic changes, whatever are there. Here we were talking about this certificate ID. So here are different tags, more tags which you can use. So full name we are using, email, once again it can be used, email can be used, title can be used, other identifier you can have more other identifiers as well. Date will automatically generate participant submission date. Okay, the change can be the format can be format of the date can be changed, but that will be only in the advanced options. You have to subscribe for Certify-M. Then the month can be written, the percent has as you have already seen, I have deleted this percent, but this percent can be used, passing percent can be used, so that there will be a quality of your certification, that only those people who have secured more than 80%, they have only passed it. Then points can be written, points possible can be written. Certificate ID we have used it, this is a 7-digit serial number unique to the Google form and participant, this will be generated. Then there are certain other options which are only available with the higher version of Certify-M. So this is one of the most important thing, which why I wanted you to see this is this QR code. But QR code is available only for the Certify-M Platinum. So if you are using a QR code, you need to identify whatever you want, whatever QR code, whatever type of QR code you want to make. That QR code can be made easily, and this QR code will be visible on the face of the certificate. I believe if I can show you a little bit. No, it's not over here. Otherwise, I would have shown you this. I could have shown you this QR code. This QR code is on the face of the certificate itself. So here is our template, and this QR code can be sticked anywhere. It can be sticked at this place or here in the left top corner or wherever you want it. It could have definitely generated over there. So now let us do one thing. Now let us check what kind of this certificate will be this after completion of the form, how the certificate will look like. So this email me a sample. So at present we are sending an email. So you have written this preparing a sample certificate. It will prepare a sample certificate and send it to the mail ID. So now let us check whether we are getting the email ID or not. It is still preparing a sample certificate. A sample certificate has been emailed to you. Let us check where the sample has been given. Just a second. Where the email ID is? Here it is. Gmail. So first you will get this mail. Certification is now turned on. Okay. Here it is. This is the first mail you will get once you have given all the permission to Certify-M. Now here is the certificate. This is the certificate. So dear participant, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. The format will be over here. Full name will be written over here. Full name has not been given right now because full name was not there earlier. We have not given a single record, so that's why full name is over there, is not over there. So this is just a sample. This is just a sample. So certificate generation session, it has been written over here like this. The only problem, I would say, with this with the Certify-M is that I believe you can see here on the right bottom corner, made for free with Certify-M. Can you see this? A sticker has been pasted over here. Can you see this sticker, made for free with Certify-M? This will be pasted if you are not using the platinum membership or platinum subscription of this Certify-M. This will always be there. This will be there. If you do not want it, in that case, definitely we will have to use other tools. So this shall be there. This shall be there if we are using this Certify-M. Okay. So now if we are not, suppose we are not using Certify-M, we do not want this to be there. Let us do one thing first. Let us, as we have already used it. So now let us do one thing. Let us make some entries now. Here it is. Just let us make an entry. Here it is. Email ID, it has already collected. So email ID, although it is not required, but since we have made it compulsory, I am entering the email ID. Title, let me choose doctor or whatever you want to choose. Full name, Samir Dubey. Place, I believe from Indore, Madhya Pradesh. So I have written Indore, Madhya Pradesh. There could be some feedback for the presenter. Let it be an average presentation and submit it. View accuracy, it generally shows view accuracy. So it will show you once again what we have written. Okay, so we have submitted it. Now what we need to do is we need to go to the certificate for attending the session. This certificate, let us go to, this was the certificate. Here it is. Let us go and check the certificate records. Here you can see 50 or 48 mails are over there. Certificate records. You will find timestamp, email, full name, other identifier 2. It is still working. Here it is. You can see the certificate records are over here. Okay, certificate records are over here. And if I will see, just a second, this I do not, here it is. My certificate has been generated and has been given to me. This is the certificate. Once again, it is not showing the full name and there is difficulty in the format once again because we are using the template. Otherwise, this template, this kind of difficulties would not have been there since we are using a template. If you won't have used the template and you have made your own certificate, in that case, these things will not have come over, will not have arrived. So this is how it is. I believe that the process is complete and process you all have seen. Can I have just a second? Yes, if I am audible to people, can you please share me whether you have understood the process, how we have to make a certificate?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so this is how you have to make a certificate. Now there is another option for us for making the certificate. The second option that we have, the second option or the second tool that we have is, just a second, let me show you. Yes, the second option that we will get is known as autocorrect. Just a second, I'm sharing with the same with you. What we have to do is now we have to go to autocorrect. Yeah, here it is. No, it is not shared with you people. Just a second. Here I'm sharing with you. Now what happens is, suppose we have some option. If we already have some database. Certifying records, you can see, I think that this is how certifying record. This sheet will be prepared, and it will be reflected in your Google Drive in your sheets section. It will be reflected over here. If now you are already having certain feedbacks, if you already have certain feedbacks with you, and you want to write down or you want to make a certificate from those feedbacks. Earlier, this certifying will be used with the Google Forms only. It won't be, you won't be able to use it with the records that you already have. So you won't be able to use it with the record. What you need to do is you have to use it with the form only. So this is in advance if you are using it in advance. But now if you have already circulated the form, you already have the records with you. You have circulated the form and now you have all the records in the form of a Google sheet. So what happens in case you are having a Google Sheet? Let me generate a little bit of just a second. Let me generate some database so that it would be easier for us. Okay, so let it be title, then first name, then surname would be there, surname or last name would be there, last name will be there, then college, write down, college, then write down let us use place as well. Okay, then let us use condition. Condition means if for let us means let us suppose that if a condition is somebody is fulfilling some condition or not. So the condition would be condition could be like if somebody is participating in some session and you have allowed the people to participate in the session, but you will be issuing certificate to only those people who have paid for the for the session. So in case there is a condition, in that case you have to write it down whether the condition is satisfied over there or not. If condition is not satisfied, your this certificate will not be issued in the name. So what we need to do is we need to use autocrat, another tool which we used to call autocrat. For autocrat, what we have to do. So just a second. Let us log into Drive. Let us log into Google Drive. And now what you need to do is you have to make a folder, new folder. The folder will be certificate, or certification. Let it be the folder. You have created a folder. Okay. So let there be a folder certification. Okay. Let us go to the certification folder. And now what you have to do is you have to make two different files over here. The first one will be a slide, and the second one will be a form through which you will be using the which you will be using to collect the feedbacks. Ultimately, you require a Google Sheet having the feedbacks. So we are, since we already have the sheets with us, the Google Sheet with us, this untitled spreadsheet, let it be certification. Let me name it as certification. Let the certificate, here it is, untitled spreadsheet, certification. This is the name, and let me move it. Let me move this to, or let me go to the drive. This certification will be moved to, let me move this file. Make a copy. It is not make a copy kind of thing. Certification. Make a copy, share or file information. Move to bin, not helpful for suggestion. Let me move it to certification. If it is not moving to certification, let us do one thing. Let us make a Google sheet over here. Here it is, the sheet, and let us make it once again. Certification. Write down the first one. You can write down anything over here. You can write down certificate ID. No. So let us write down title over here. This is what we have used earlier as well. Okay. So what I am doing is I am using the very same headings in the new file, because that was, I was unable to move it at that time. So title, file name, first name, last name, college, place and condition. Let me put it bold. Let the title be Doctor. Doctor. Let the first name be Samir. Let the last name be Dubey. College. Let it be PIMR. Place will be Indore. And condition is whether you have paid the amount or not. So let me see that I have paid the amount. Let the other people, let me just use our own, if I can get some names from our own people, let me use it. uh, Let it be Akhilesh Singh. Okay. Sorry sir, I'm using your name for this purpose. Akhilesh Singh. Okay, let them be somewhere. I do not know the college, but let me make it whatever institute. Okay, let the place be Kanpur or so, and let the condition be yes. Let me remove my condition then. Okay, but we need another one with the condition fulfilled. So here it is. Let the other person be Mr. Kamal Tulani. Let it be once again PIMR. Let it be Ujjain can be a good place, and condition is no. We have not written anything in the condition. Okay. So now what we need to do is we have to get the other tool. Okay. So here the tools. I can see that I believe that you can see these tools over here. Okay. And no, we have to get it. Just a second. This is the information. Extensions. This is add-ons. Let us get add-ons. Here it is. I believe you can see this extensions over here, this add-ons over here, and what you need to do is get add-ons. This is get add-ons. You can see that this add-on window is opening. You need to write down autocrat. So this is autocrat you have written. This autocrat, the first one is installed. It is already installed over here. Okay. Let me see how it is over there. Uninstall. Once again, you have to install it, and it will be installed over here. And the very same thing, it will be in the very same way it will be seen over here. Let me check if I have already installed it. If it is already over there. So once it is over there, you just have to click on the manage add-ons. So here I have clicked on the manage add-ons. Here it is. I have to get it worked on this file only. So here it is autocorrect. Okay. What we need to do is I need to launch autocorrect now. Once it is installed, it will also ask for the same type of conditions. It will ask you for same type of same type of permissions. Once you have given the permission, it will give you it will be seen over here in the extensions on the lowermost row is of autocorrect. What you need to do is you need to launch this autocorrect. But before launching this autocorrect, I believe you can you see that it has the autocorrect has launched, and the window is in this pop-up. This autocorrect is opening. Can you see this?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
thank you so much. So now let us do one thing. Let me get back once again into the drive quickly, and in the drive, here it is. I am in the drive, and in my certification, what I need to do, what I require once again over here is I require a template. Okay, so here it is, Google Slides. Let me make a template very quickly. Okay, So this is what we need to write down over here. I believe the cosmetic changes you will be doing, you will having, let me assume that you people will be having your own certificate or so designed with you. And what you need to do is, what you require actually would be a text box over here. What you require over here will be a text box. So here it is, the text box. You have to write it down over here. This is the text box, and you have to write down. Now earlier we were using curly braces. Here we will be using these less than and more than sign. So what exactly this is, you have to write down. Just let me check what exactly are our uh, titles. So title, first name, last name. Okay. So here we are using it. Uh, Title. And what you need to do is, if you want whatever changes you want to make into it, if you want to make it bigger, the name should look bigger. So let it be there in 23. Here it is. Let us have a space over here. Then you have to write down first name, close this, write down once again last name, close this. But once again, what we need to do is, we have to line up the very in this. So we have written this first name. The name was in caps. The last name, once again, the name was in caps. So you have to make the very same, both the places, at both the places you have to make the headings very same, because these two things shall be, we have to merge these two things once again. So title is over there. Let us make it a small one. First name, last name. Then college is over there. Let us write down college somewhere over here. Here it is. Okay. So this is the last name. I'm using the very same that text box for the very but you can use it on a different places as well. College. But for college, once again, what you require is these two braces. So here it is. From the college, we can have this. We can have this over here. This certificate is hereby awarded to, and we can write it down over here. You can have this like this, and is awarded to this. Let me do one more thing. Let me do this center line, so that it would be easier for us to see. This will be a little bit good. Last name, this college, comma, we can write down place. This is what we have used, and condition we do not require right now. Condition will require once we launch the AutoCARE. So here it is. This is the slide which we will be using for preparation of our certificate. Okay. So this has also been placed in the very same folder. Make sure that these two things are in the very same folder. Okay. Now let us get back to our file where we have all the detailed database with us. Now let us go back to extensions, go to AutoCARE, launch AutoCARE. Here it is, launching AutoCARE. Last time also you people were able to see how AutoCARE works. So this is, here it is. You will start up with the new job. Here it is, the new job will be there. Job name will be certification. Whatever you want to write, you can write it down, whatever you want to. Name your merge job. Okay, so this, let it be certification. Okay, go to next. Okay, next. So choose template. You can choose your own template. You can create a template over here. So I am choosing the template from Drive, as I myself have just completed, or I have just made a template. I believe that this was a template that I have made. So this is the template which I have selected. Untitled presentation was there. I have selected this untitled presentation. Autocorrect demo template. You can use a demo template as well. Now, once again, get back to next. Here is the thing which we have to write down. Okay, merge tag. So sheet 1. Exactly, yes, sheet 1 we shall be merging. Okay. Now, once you have selected sheet 1, this was the sheet 1. Once you have selected sheet 1, I believe you can see that along with the title, along with the all these things have already been merged. I believe you can see this title has been merged to column title, first name has been merged to the title to first name, last name has merged to last name, college has merged to college, and place has merged to place. But the last one, the condition has not been picked up, because we have also not placed any condition in our form. Oh, sorry, in our template. I believe you can see this, everybody.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, thank you so much. So this is how we can see it. Okay, now once again let us get to the next option. Here it is. So file setting, file name. The file name will be, what you can do is you can use the name of person as a file name. So what you can use, the first name, file name, first name can be used in file name. Okay, so write it down. First name, certificate. Type. Once again, your type will be a PDF type. We'll be sharing it. We will be sharing a PDF type. Multiple output mode. Of course, we need a multiple output mode. If you go for single output mode, it will generate a single certificate. Okay, so we'll go for multiple output mode. It is the classic mode. Then go to the next option once again. Choose destination folder will be certificate. So here I am using this certificate, this folder once again. Here you can see this folder will be opened and all our certificates will be saved over here only. Okay, let us get back to this place. So we have selected this certification folder. You could have chosen other folder as well. So you can choose other folder. You can, if other folders are there, you can choose other folder as well. Now let us get to the next. Add dynamic folder. Do not add any dynamic folder or so. Go to the next. Here it is. Set merge conditions. Okay, so I believe now you can see, if I am unable to move this thing, but I believe you can see, or you remember that we have created one column in the name of condition. So here is the condition. Okay, which cell was it, or which column it was? The column was condition. Okay, and what is the condition? There must have been written a yes. If yes is being written over there, only then the condition will be fulfilling, only when the condition fulfills, and then only the certificate will be generated. So in case you are issuing certificate to the people who have already paid for your session, otherwise they can join the session but they won't get the certificate, you can use this condition as well. So this is the condition. There was a single condition only, you can use multiple conditions as well. Okay, then once again go to next. Share the document, share docs, and send emails. So you can share the docs as well, but of course definitely you can share the doc. Then share the document as, so it will be shared as PDF, as we have selected it as PDF. Allow collaborators to reshare. So you can use allow them to reshare as well, otherwise you can say no. Then send some generic no reply address. So there is no need to send from no reply address. We are sending it from the reply address only. Then once again, here is your reply, what reply the person will be getting. Okay, so this is, here it is, 2. So what you will be writing in 2? In 2, what you need to write is, you can write down title, and you can write down first name. Okay, CC, BCC reply to it does not actually require type in subject. So the typing subject will be certificate for the session. You can write down a message. Congratulations or thank you. You can write down thank you for participation. Please your certificate along with this mail. This is you can write down over here. Let us go back to next or run form trigger. Yes, so you will have to use form trigger. You must enable triggers for this project before you can add one to this job. Confirm. Yes, make it confirm. Run on time trigger. We do not need to run it on the time trigger because run time trigger is some time has elapsed. It will automatically be the certificate will automatically be generated. So this is the time trigger. Okay, now save it. Here we have saved it. Now what we can do is you can preview the certificate. This is your preview of your job title. So this is the job detail. Okay, here it is. Certification, the first name, and then certificate. I believe that we have used it in the very same form. Just a second, let me check it. Multiple documents. The number of template text is 5. Okay, here it is. So now let us go back to the preview. Let us see how it will be previewed. Let it generate the preview. Document successfully created. Preview email sent to sameerdubai@gmail.com or autocrat preview. So this is Sameer certificate. I believe you know we have used we have used first name over here. So this is Sameer certificate. Now if you want to see the certificate, you can click on the link and you will see that the certificate will be over here. Here it is. This certificate is hereby awarded to Dr. Sameer Dubey, PIMR Indore. This certificate will be here. The cosmetic, whatever cosmetics you will apply to, the same will be visible with this certificate. I believe that you have seen the process, understood the process as well.
Yes, sir.
Okay. One more thing which I would like to tell everyone that this sheet that we have created. Okay. I am closing it over here at present. Okay. Now you will be able to see this job. I am just closing it right now. Here you can see the certificate, merge doc ID, and all these things over here. Very soon the certification details shall be over here in this row. So you will be able to see the certificate from here as well. Okay, the information will be updated here soon. What exactly required is you have to connect this Google Sheet either to one or other Google form. It has to be connected to a form, or else you will be using a Google Sheet which has been generated because of collection of because of collection of data with the help of a form. Okay, as we have, I believe that you will see. I feel that you will see a certificate, or you will see another sheet. Here it is. The sheet is over here. Certify M records. Okay, so the sheet is over here. What you can do is you can use the very same sheet. So you have to use a sheet which is result of the collection of data with the help of a form. So what we need to do is we have to make a form first. Okay, here in the drive as well, here in the drive as well, here in the drive, in this drive, or here it is in the certification folder. What you need to do is, at present we do have these three different things. Okay, this AutoCAD preview is over there. Now this certificate is over here. All the certificates will be listed or will be shown over here. What you need to do is, you have to make a form over here. You have to make a form. So just make a form, this Google form, make a form in this, here it is. Let me make a form quickly. I am making a form. Certification, the same will be reflected over here. Email, it is collecting email address. It is, the very first question is title, make it compulsory. At present, since I am making a hurry, I am making it as a short answer. The next question will be first name. The name will be very much same. You have to keep it short answer once again. Then go to last name, make it compulsory, and there were some other data. Okay, so the next would be college. College, once again short answer, make it compulsory. The next one after college is the place. Okay, I have used the very same questions which were already there in my Google sheet. So here is the sheet. I believe you can see. Here is the sheet. Here is the sheet. So the title, first name, last name, college, place, and condition. So condition, at present I am not writing the condition. Condition I will be entering manually. Okay, condition I'll be entering manually. So what you need to do is, you have to create this form. You have, one person has to write down his or her email over here, because until and unless you are collecting the data with the help of a form, there won't be any field in the name of email. And then the certificate, since I am using my own mail ID, hence the certificate has been delivered to me. But if we are not collecting email in the form of a, or with the help of this Google form, to whom the form will be circulated? That's why it is compulsory for us, it is mandatory for us to collect the information with the help of this form. And then on the sheet of the form, on the, here you can see responses over here. So you have to link it to sheets. Okay, here I am select destination for responses. I am already selecting the destination. Okay, you can select the destination as well. Select existing spreadsheet. So here I am selecting an existing spreadsheet, and let the spreadsheet be this certification spreadsheet. Here it is. Okay, now when I have connected this form to the spreadsheet which I was working upon, here it is. I believe you can see this. Here, from here I have select destination for responses. I have selected this, and then I have select existing spreadsheet, because I have already prepared the spreadsheet. I have to select it. So I'll select it from here. I have selected this spreadsheet. I've already selected it. I was only showing you over here. So this is how we have selected it. Okay, so you have to select this, or otherwise you can create a new you can create a new sheet as well. Now we will be having in this sheet, we will be having our email IDs as well. So the Google or the AutoCAD will use that form, will use that email ID to distribute the certificates automatically. I believe you people have seen how the what the process is, and how we have to do this. Now once again, I'm sharing with you this AutoCAD. You have to import, or import roster. We have imported the roster extension. Go to AutoCAD, open AutoCAD once again. I have opened it once again. And now what will happen is, what now I require is, once I have all the email IDs of all the three people, what I need to do is I just need to click on the run job button. Once I click on the run job button, what will happen is it will create certificate for all the people. Okay. So two rows will be merged. Why it is showing as if two rows will be merged? Because I hope you can see or you remember that only two of the people were fulfilling the conditions. That's why only two row has been merged, only two documents have been merged, and here it is. The documents have been created. Here are the documents. Now, if you want to see the document, this summary document, this you have already seen. This is over here. Akhilesh certificate. This certificate can be seen from here. If you click over it, the certificate will be open. This is the certificate. Dr. Akhilesh Singh, ABC Institute, Kanpur. This certificate is hereby awarded to. So this is how your certifications with your certificates will be created from here, will be distributed to the people if you are already having the email ID. So you have to link this sheet to one or other form until and unless it is not possible. One more thing. Suppose if Mr. Kamal Dulani, PIMR Ujjain, if he fulfills the form, if he fulfills the condition, you have written yes over here. Once you have written yes over here, now you have to, what you need to do, go to extension, go to AutoCARE, open AutoCARE once again, and run the job once again. Okay, just a second. Let me show you how we do it. I'm extremely sorry. I'm exceeding the time and taking half a minute more. This certification, run the job. Once you have clicked on run the job, the certificate will automatically merge sequence. This one rows will be merged. So now the next row will be the last one. It will be merged, and the certificate for Mr. Kamal Dulani will be generated. Okay. Let me close it over here, and you can see the third certificate. Now you can see the third certificate. I believe you can see the third certificate now. Once again, I'm opening the certificate. You can see the certificate over here. Kamal certificate has been written over here. Mr. Kamal Dulani, PIMR Ujjain, it has been written over here. Can everybody see this?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So this is how we generate certificate with the help of AutoCARE. So I believe I personally suggest to generate certificate with the help of AutoCARE only because AutoCARE is a better version, is a better option. You can have this condition clause over here. In Certify-M, we do not have one. First thing. Second thing, if you are planning in advance about the certification or about giving the certificate, in that case you can use Certify-M. But once again, if it is from your own email ID, you will be able to generate only 60 certificates, not more than that, in a time of 24 hours. Rest of the certificates will be generated on the next day in the multiple of 60 only. And that process is definitely, that is an automatic process, so it will keep on generating 60 certificates per day. But here in AutoCARE, if you have already collected the data and now you want to generate the certificate, AutoCARE is best of the options. Apart from this, if you want this certificate to be generated, we have already given the option in AutoCARE that the certificate will be generated and will be distributed once the form is submitted. I believe you remember the trigger. We have given the form trigger. So once somebody has filled up the form, the certificate will automatically be generated over here. That can be done. So AutoCARE is far better. It will definitely not display a sticker on the bottom side or anywhere on the certificate that this is a certificate free of cost generated with the help of AutoCARE. That will not be that won't be shown on the face of the certificate anywhere. So this is why I feel personally that AutoCARE is a better option, and I personally use AutoCARE only. I'll suggest the very same as well. So now from my side, I believe that this certification generation is over. If somebody is having any kind of queries or so, I am open to answer the same. And once again, I'm extremely sorry that I have exceeded the time a little bit. But definitely, there is one more option with the help of which we can generate a certificate. Unfortunately, due to lack of time, I am unable to show you that one. But definitely, whenever I get time next time, we will definitely discuss about the very same. If now somebody is having any kind of uh, queries, if you are having any kind of questions, I am open to answer.
Hello. Good evening, sir.
Very
I'm
good
Dr.
evening, sir.
Shailendra Patil.
Sir,
Very informative session, sir.
thank you
Thank you
so much,
for
sir.
this informative session, sir. So
Sir,
my one query is there. Suppose
yeah,
I want to share a certificate designed by our organization,
of
and
course.
it is and its template is different from the Certify EM template, and
Okay,
it requires signature of senior authority, and that signature is should be there on that certificate. So how
okay.
to add that signature on that certificate? So it
In
is
that
very
case, sir, yeah, I agreed. In that case, what we need to do is you have to get the certificate in a PNG format. You have to get the signature, get a picture of it, and convert it into PNG format. Let me help you by show. I feel that I can show you the certificate. Earlier, I was having the very same thing, and fortunately, I got all the certificates. I got all the signatures with me. Just a second. I believe that I can show you it. Just a second. Uh, just a second. I believe I can show you this because the same problem arrived in front of me as well. And we got the certifications. Okay. So what you need to do is, okay, just for a fraction of second, due to certain limitations of mine as well, I am sharing this window with you. But although I should not have, but I am sharing with you this for a fraction of second only. You will be able to understand definitely. I feel okay. So this is how it looks like. Just a second. Here it is. Now you will see e-certificates or picture of certificates taken, the sorry, picture of signatures taken. Okay, so you have to get it, you have to get the signatures in the form of you can use or you can get the signature on a blank
Sir,
paper.
we are not able to see the screen.
Of course, I have not shared it as of now, because definitely here it is. I believe now you can see the signs are over there. All these signatures are here. You can see all these signatures. So we have got all these signatures. All the authorities have signed it. I have taken the signature on a blank white paper, and then a JPG. It was converted into PNG so that transparency can be there. A transparency in the sense so that it can be stick to any of the surfaces, or it like PNG image. What happens is PNG image is a kind of transparent image. Whatever background you add to it, it adds to it very easily. So we get it converted into a PNG image, and that signature in the form of PNG image can be put on the template in the electronic form. So it will get printed automatically. Don't worry.
okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
So
Thank you so much, sir. It was really nice and informative session and deeply
thank you
well
so
explained.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I am thankful to all the participants for keeping patience, because at some point of time, definitely it is since it is everything is online, everything is dependent upon the computer itself, and definitely things keep on changing. So if you use the certification templates after 2 months or 3 months, definitely you will find some changes over there. So I also witnessed certain changes on the spot, and I'm thankful that you kept patience while I'm going through all those changes and adapting accordingly. So I'm thankful to all the participants. I'm thankful to Research Foundation of India. I'm thankful to both the universities for giving me such a beautiful opportunity to interact with nice participants and respondents. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you to all the participants also for
Thank you,
cooperate
sir.
and make this session successful. Thanks a lot to everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.